Hello all. Hi everybody. Welcome to episode number 4 in Back to Basics, and in this episode we'll be doing the circle. So these are the two circles which I have made, and just wanted to show you that this is what we will be learning today. We will also learn how to make it a perfect circular shape, also how to keep it very neat and clean. I'll also tell you how to do the invisible slip stitch so that you don't see the last stitch which is coming out and it is not bumpy at anywhere of the circle. So you will not actually, you'll not be able to see the exact place where I have, I have done the slip stitch. That is the invisible slip stitch. So I'm using a 4-ply, this beautiful tomato red color, and this is a luxury yarn. It is actually mixed with cotton and polyester. It is also locally sourced. So this is something which is very sturdy, and whenever you are making any project out of these yarn, the project turnout is super good and very neat and clean. It does not harsh to your hands, also not too much of slippery. So this goes very well with 3.5 needle, which I'll be using. And let's start. So for this circle, in my previous episode, I have talked about how to make a circle magic ring. So this is another way of doing the circle, and this circle is made by making chains. So for that, we need to do the very first step, which is the making slip knot. So for the slip knot, like I have already explained in my previous video, this is my slip knot. Now let's start the chain. By the way, I have also uploaded the video for how to make very neat and clean equal looking chains, and those are the foundation chain. If you're making any project which is based on foundation chain, so you should need to know the basics and a few foundation rules. So this is my position, and let's start making the chains. For this circle, you need to make 5 chains. And make sure every time you are going up, you have to keep, holding the pattern from the very nearest. You cannot just keep it holding at the very basic. When your chains are increasing, you need to keep on, you have to go upward. So this is my 5 chain. And also you need to make sure that your chain is not turning around. You need to keep the chain very straight. And your chains should be not too much tight and not too much loose. It's just that without any extra force, your needle can go easily inside and it can easily come out. That should be the gap between the chains. Keep adjusting your tension thread. That's very important. Now the chains are ready, and let's make a circle out of this chain. Now let's make a circle out of this chain. Now to make a circle, your crochet needle, you need to take the crochet needle and insert it into the first V. The first V means I'm referring the very first chain after the slip knot you made. So this is the very first V. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you. I'll show you this. This is my first V, and this is my slip knot. So this is where I'm talking about. You need to slip in your needle, and when I say slip in means you have to go between the V's. You see the V is forming up. This is the very first chain, and you need to insert the needle between the V's. So just insert your crochet needle between the V's. Then you wrap around the tension thread and come out from the same V. That should give you 2 threads on your needle. And here we'll be doing a slip stitch, that is our locking stitch. that will help you to lock this particular round. So take the first one out from the second one that we have done already in our previous videos. So just take it out simply, and that's it. Without wrapping, you just have to take the first one from the second one. Now after this, you see, when you stretch from left and right, you will see a circle is there in the middle. It has formed up. Now don't be confused with, there is one more circle, one more hole it is forming. This is actually the same chain where you did your slip stitch. So don't be confused with this circle and the circle which is, formed up in the middle. So the one which is in the middle, this is where we have to use our stitches. Alright, so don't be confused with both the holes. The center one which is falling is the exact the same place where we'll be continuing our further stitches. So the circle is ready. Now let's make round 2. Any time when you are starting a round 2, you need to make a standing chain, a simple chain, that is a standing chain or dummy chain, you can say that. Now after that, we'll be doing a single crochet. Single crochet, I have already uploaded the video. Please go and watch the single crochet, how to make the single crochet. I'm telling you here again. For the single crochet, directly insert your needle into the center hole. No wrapping, directly insert. Then you do the wrapping of your tension thread and simply take it out. I'm not holding my left hand, left thumb and the finger, because this will help me see the hole clearly. So it's very important that you don't move your hands too much, otherwise your pattern will go like, this and there, and you won't see the pattern in a correct way. So it will get fully disturbed. Okay. So let's do it again one more time. This is my last position after the standing chain. I'll be doing a single crochet. For that, I'm holding it with my left thumb and finger. I'm holding the pattern so that I can see the hole, and simply insert your needle into the hole, wrap around your tension thread and come out from the same hole. This should give you 2 threads on your needle. After that, wrap around one more time and come out from both the threads. Now this is your first single crochet. This will also help you to make a first V of this round. If you want, you can either put something like this, or you can use any of the stitch markers which is available. That will help you to remember that this is your stitch, because you have to complete this round and lock this round into the very same this stitch. Okay, so now this is done. Let's do one more time. Single crochet into the circle, insert the hook, wrap around the thread, come out from the same hole. Again you have 2 threads on your needle, then wrap it up, come out from both. This is my second single crochet. A few more times, directly into the circle, wrap around and come out, wrap around and come out from both. This is my third single crochet. If you are noticing, you can see I'm holding the pattern, I'm also holding the tail thread along with my circle. So this is actually helping me to hide the tail thread, because it keeps disturbing and it will come in the way. So it's better when you are, because your circle is increasing, you're making the circle, so your pattern will move. So as long as you're moving, you can take your tail thread along with your circle. That way you can hide the circle under the stitches. Let's do it few more time. Into the circle, wrap around, come out, 2 threads on your needle, wrap around, come out from both. Let's do 4 more. I have done 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make 8 stitches. So I have finished making 8 single crochet into the circle, and I have reached the same place where I started. Okay, so as you know that I have placed this stitch marker so that I don't have to count, and I can simply lock this round by doing a slip stitch into the very first single crochet I have made. So remove this stitch marker and make a slip stitch, which means directly go under the V's. So you can see this is where I am using my needle. Insert the needle into both the V's, okay, into the both V's, and wrap around the tension thread, come out. Again you have 2 threads, and in slip stitch what we do, we take the first one, come out from the second one. We are taking it out from the second one. So this is the first round completes, and here we locked the round 1. This is how your circle should look like. And even though if you count it from the right side, from where your needle is attached. So you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is how your pattern should look like. Now let's do round 2. Now every time you are starting a round 2, you need to make a standing chain, because we are starting a round 2. So this is where you will start your round, by making a standing chain. Now in round 2 we are increasing the size, so we'll be doing 2 single crochets in each stitch, which means we are doubling up the stitches. We have made 8 single crochet in the previous round. In this round we'll be making 16 single crochet. For that we need to add 1 extra in each stitch. So into each V we'll be doing 2 single crochets 2 times. So this one standing chain will act as a dummy single crochet, so that it will get a pair by making 1 more single crochet into the very same stitch where you have done your standing chain. So I'm inserting directly, wrapping up, come out, 2 threads on my needle, again wrap it up, come out from both, 1 single crochet, done. Now here is the place you can add your stitch marker under the V's. Now let's continue to make 2 single crochet in the very next stitch. This is my very next stitch after this one. So here I will be doing single crochet. Directly insert your needle, wrap it up, come out, wrap it up again, come out from both. And again 1 more time in the very same place. Insert, wrap it up, come out, wrap it up, come out again. So in the very same stitch I have done 2 single crochet. Now my next target is the very next V. Here I'll be doing 2 more single crochet. Insert, wrap it up, come out, wrap it up, come out from both. 1 more time in the same place. Insert, wrap it up, come out, wrap it up, come out from both. This is how you are increasing the size of your circle, also the number of your total stitches. So it will be 16. So you have to keep doing it till you reach the very same spot, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. So this is how I have completed my round 2 also, and let me count the number of stitches. So from the right side, from where your crochet needle is attached, I'm counting from that side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, sorry. Let me count again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is the exact 16th spot where I have attached my stitch marker. So this is how it is very helpful and useful when you are starting, you are a beginner and you don't know that the total number of stitches are gonna come the same amount of the stitches. So you can always use this stitch marker. This is the very first single crochet when you made in round 2. So in the same spot we'll be doing the slip stitch to lock the pattern. So let me remove this stitch marker and let's do a locking stitch into the same V. Under the V, wrap it up, come out, and first take out the first from the second again without wrapping. So this is your round 2 completes with the slip stitch. So this is how your circle can increase, and this is how you can increase the pattern. You can make one more round, but in the next round the pattern will be different for different projects. So for example, if you are making a tulip, so this third round will have a different kind of sequence. And then again, if you are making something which is circular and again you want to make it little like a bowl shape, then you need to follow a different pattern. So every project has a different pattern, but the thumb rule is that you are increasing the size. So you have to increase the number of your total stitches which is coming. Also you have to balance, because if you're just simply keep increasing, then you will get a little frills kind of structure. It won't come straight. So the circle should be flat. If your circle is not coming flat, which means there's something happened in the previous round that your circle is not flat. Maybe you have done thrice in place of 2. Maybe you have skipped one of the chains. So this is how the flat circle is coming, which means you have done it correct. So this is how the slip stitch is done, and I'm closing this round. Now to remove the needle from the pattern and to close the project, we'll be doing again a standing chain, and then you have to cut the thread. Now I'll tell you how to make an invisible slip stitch so that your thread, your pattern, your final lock is not visible. So I'll be showing you how to make that invisible final stitch. So let me cut this first. Every time when you are cutting the pattern, make sure that your crochet needle is attached already. Then you cut the pattern, and then you take out your needle from the needle side. Take the thread out, and that's how you will be doing it. Now once it is out, pull the thread and pull it tighter. So your pattern is for now closed. Now let me show you how to make the invisible pattern. Now if you see the V's are going in the left direction because we have started making the crochet towards the left direction. So the weaves are going towards the left direction, which means the final knot, the last one chain, is towards the left direction. So I'll be continuing the same direction. So do not lock, do not tuck in the tail portion opposite of your weave pattern. Since we are going from left to right, your locking system, your tuck-in pattern should always be on the left side only. That's how you will get an invisible kind of lock here. So this is my last tail, and I'm taking this tail through the very next stitch. So this is where I have locked, and this is my very next V. So I'll be taking underneath and be taking the tail on the front side. Now pull it nice. Now this is something which you are making a V pattern. So through this tail we'll be making one more V, and the V will go like this. So if you're making a V like this, which means you have to take it between the next V. So this is my next V. This is the place I have locked. This is the left side of V underneath through which I have taken the tail, and this is the right side of the V through which I'll take only from the back loop and not from both the V's. So I'll push this towards that side, but from the back loop. Right? Now this way your tail has gone to the back side now. Now if you see this portion, this will look like an invisible V shape. And there is no disturbance, or there is no kind of bumpy situation coming around the external part of your circle. And now after this is out, I'll be tucking in. So you can always take a smaller needle to tuck your pattern in. Just tuck it in 2-3 times. I personally like to do 2 times, and then I tie both the both the tails. So I don't cut my previous tail, so that I can still have it, and I can tie them together. So you can always tie them together, and that will be like very reassuring that your pattern is safe and secure. And that's it. You can cut off the extra yarn. So this is your pattern, and you can see there is no bumpy situation, there is no bump coming out from the edges, and the circle is flat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please follow and subscribe and hit the bell icon to see more updates and back to basics episodes. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.